Shalom, y'all. E-Movie here. How is everybody doing today? I hope you are doing well, and I hope everybody made it through that Arctic blast that we had. Man, I tell you, it was cold. But good thing the weather's going back up. We're in the 50s today, so that's saying a whole lot. Better than the -9, the -7, and all that other cold feel-like stuff. Anyway, glad to come back with another video. And let me tell you guys, this video is special. Well, yeah, I know all my videos are special, but this one is really special. Okay, now, we're going to be cooking today, and I'm going to be showing some of my plant-based people how to fix a certain dish. But before we get to that dish, I'm going to do something else. Now, I was in the process of getting ready to make a macaroni salad. But I said, well, you know what? I might as well do this on camera too. So, I said, well, yeah, let me set everything up and I'll put this on camera too. Now, before that, I made myself some baked beans, starting from scratch with regular beans. I made my sauce. Because my beans were already canned. I had canned. These were beans I canned last year that you need to use. So they're white beans. So I used those. I made my sauce, my baked bean sauce. Well, it was more of a barbecue sauce because I wanted to do everything in one step. Put it in the oven, let it bake till it was done. Okay, and I'll show that. I'll do that video another time, for everybody so you can do your own, because it don't make no sense to buy a can of beans, baked beans, when you can do it yourself. Okay, all you need to have is stuff on hand to do it. Okay, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, brown sugar, and all the rest of that good stuff. Okay, oh, and cook your own white beans. All right, now back to my macaroni salad. Okay, now I'm using, it's called Kamut Ditalini. Kamut Ditalini. It's this right here. Okay, and I ordered this from Vitacost. I think it was last year, early in the year, last year, and I need to use all this up too. So this is what I'm using. It's salt free. So if you don't like salt free, then if you use it, you boil it, just add extra salt to your water. Okay, now, and let me show you what it looks like when it's cooked. Okay, it's a little small thing. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, now what I did was I went on and I cut up some celery and some green onions, and I'm going to add those to here. And I'm going to add some relish. This is my own relish. I made this year. Let me show you so you can see that I actually made it. There's the date. Okay. The only thing that I didn't make is the macaroni in the sea. Well, y'all know. Okay. Let me add some relish. I'm going to add some mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise. I just made this today. Yep, just sure did. I'll do a video on that too. Making mayonnaise is easy, just like making this relish was easy. I'm going to squirt in just a little bit of Dijon mustard. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Okay. Now, I'm going to add some, even though I got celery in here, I'm going to just sprinkle in a little bit of celery seed. Well, let me do this in my hand because I don't want to overdo it. Okay, just a little bit. Because I love the taste of celery. Or celery seed in And then this is dill weed. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there too. Okay. And now I'm going to mix all this up. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more mayonnaise in here. I can already tell. But I like to start off with a little bit, you know, then to start off with too much. And then I can just add to it as I go. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Okay, let me get a spoon to taste. Ooh, that's good. Sprinkle just a cup, just a little bit of salt, not much. That's enough. Oh, I know what's missing. I need some paprika. Let's see. Well, I'll use a little bit of the smoke since it's right there and I can get to it. Okay. Ooh, that smells good. Smell good. Like I always tell little young sisters, if you don't know how to can, you need to learn how to can. Because you know when you fix your food, you know what's in it already. It's no extra stuff. Okay, that's good, y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna take some extra little, the green part of the green onions, just sprinkle on the top as a garnish. Put the top on. Oh shoot, this thing always gives me trouble. Anyway, there we go. Now, I'm gonna put all this stuff back in the fridge. First, let me put these up. Okay. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now, you guys, I'm gonna get the second part of what I'm gonna do set up, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay. Okay, you guys, I am back. So let me tell you what we're making. We are going to make a homemade Impossible Meat type ground meat. Did I say that right? We're going to make a ground meat that's like Impossible Meat or Beyond Meat or one of them two, okay? I learned this from a guy, he calls himself Sauce Stash on YouTube. He makes a lot of meat with stuff you already have at home and some stuff you don't, okay? Now, this is done in 2 steps. Because we know when you eat ground beef and all that, it has fat in it. So this is the step where you make your fat, okay? So, let me wash my hands. on my hands. Okay, like I said, we're gonna make the fat first that goes in our ground beef. Then we're gonna make the ground part. Okay, now the first thing we have to do, I have 1 cup of water, and I'm gonna put that in the blender. Then I have it's called methicellulose. Let me show you what it looks like. Methicellulose. This is a binder. Okay? And what methicellulose is, so you won't seem all scary. Yaqui Awaken uses this. Sila Shalom uses this. Any kind of pharmaceutical companies uses this. This is what your vegan and vegetarian capsules for vitamins and herbs and all that going. This is what it's made out of, methicellulose. So it's not harmful. Okay, we're going to add that in. And then next, I'm going to put the top on. We're going to blend this. Let me take this off. And we're going to add 1 cup of coconut oil. Okay, I had 1 cup of water, 1.5 tablespoons of the methicellulose. Now I have a cup of coconut oil, unrefined coconut oil. And we're going to drizzle this in real slow. Okay, and we're going to put this on low. Ooh, that was too fast. Just until it emulsifies. Okay. And once it starts emulsifying, then you can start putting the coconut oil kind of quick. Alright. This will take a minute because you don't want to rush this part. You want to take your time. Because the guy, his name is Mark Thompson, Mark Thompson. Anyway, and he says this part you do have to go really slow. And this right here is not for, this what we call fat, vegan fat, is enough for 4 pounds of vegan meat. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let me take a look. Oh yeah, I think I got it, y'all. My first time ever, and I got it. Okay. This spatula. Yep, I got it. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're going to take this and we're going to put it on this pan with this paper, and we're going to put it on there and we're going to freeze it. Yeah, no, it came out my first time and it came out good. Gotta spread it out thin. And like I said, this would be enough for 4 pounds of vegan ground beef, or vegan ground. We don't even want to call it vegan ground. Let's just call it that. Or plant-based ground. Almost got it all out. I want to make sure I get all that I can. I need to get me a scraper to go to this thing. That's what I really need to do. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna made a mess. I'm gonna throw this in the freezer. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start mixing up the meat, okay? Okay, you guys, I'm back so we can get ready to do the ground part. Okay, now let me show you what I got. I have 1 cup of TVP. It's called texture vegetable protein. Now, if you're a person that's afraid of soy, then you don't want to use this. Or if you're allergic to soy, you don't want to use this. But you can substitute it out for oh shoot, what are those little beans? Mung bean, the mung bean protein. Mung beans make this, something like this too, okay? You're gonna add that in. All right, now, these are all the seasonings that go in. You have 3 tablespoons of pea protein. You can also add mushroom seasoning, what I'm going to do. You have 1 tablespoon of the methylcellulose that we used in the fat. You have 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm using a 1/2 tablespoon of beetroot powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of yeast extract, and a cup of warm water. And yeast extract, yeah, the yeast extract in warm water, okay? I'm gonna add all this in here. Okay, now, make sure that ain't too hot. I'm gonna pour water in here. We're gonna do 1 cup so we can melt this yeast extract. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. It comes in many names, and it's also called Vegemite. Vegemite is what they use down in Australia, but it's the same thing. They spread this stuff on bread and eat it. I don't see how they do that. It's nasty. But in food, it gives it a good flavor. Okay, so we're gonna melt this in here. We want to get it all melted down. And before I pour it in there, let me mix up the dry ingredients so they'll be all mixed up. Because you don't want no lumps or nothing in here. I see a few of the paprika. I know they'll melt once I put this hot water on it. Okay. Okay. Now we're just gonna pour this in here. And mix it up really, really good. Okay, let me let you see what it looks like. Don't look like ground meat? Okay, and it's supposed to be kind of wet, but all that's going to be soaked up by the methicellose and all that. Now I'm going to transfer it to this bowl and cover it, because you have to cover it and let it rest for like 25 minutes. So we're going to let this rest for 25 minutes. Put this top on here. Let me make sure this is all mixed up good. Yeah. Okay. Put this top on and set it aside. Now, the best part of all, y'all, is I'm gonna tell you what I'm making after, when that gets done. When that gets done, then I'm gonna use that to make some vegan ribs. And I'm gonna finish. I got these oyster mushrooms that I'll say my spirit, my granddaughter, I'm gonna call her my granddaughter because she's young enough to be my granddaughter, so lovingly sent me these oyster mushrooms. And they're gonna go, when the meat gets ready, they're gonna go inside. Well, you'll see when I get ready to mix it up. But you have to shred these mushrooms. So when you mix them in your ground, they'll be all shredded up. Okay, let's see. Make sure they're all shredded up. Yeah, we're going to make some ribs, y'all. That's what I'm really doing. I'm making some ribs. Step by step. Yeah. I bet you now. How you think how you gonna do that? Watch, just watch, just watch. Because we got one more step to go. Is it one or two? Anyway, when I get to it, I'll explain it. So get all of it. Don't want to waste none of it. Okay, so now we got our mushrooms all shredded. We got to wait, like I said, 25 minutes. Let me set the timer. I should have set the timer. Okay. Now, when that's done, the 25 minutes, the fat should be ready, so we can get ready to do, we'll break that up, and I'll show you what we do with that next. So yeah, we're going to have vegan ribs or plant-based ribs. We're going to have macaroni salad and baked beans. All plant-based, all good for you because you made it, making it myself. So with that, I'll come back when I get ready to do the next step. Okay? All right. Okay, y'all, I almost forgot to bring you back. Okay, I'm getting ready to, I was cutting the fat of for the ground up. I'm going to take it off and put it on this cold pan because I want to keep it cold. I don't want it to melt before I get it in the meat. I had to check, make sure I started the camera. Okay. I'm going to chop this up and then in different sizes you want. Well, you know how fat is in if you have ground beef. Okay, now let me get the. Yeah, I stuck it in the freezer to keep it cold, so when I put the okay, let me put this back in the freezer. See the metal spoon there, something metal that will stay cold. So hold on, y'all, I'm coming. Okay. We're gonna mix this up. Okay, I'll bring it closer so you guys can see. See it? Okay, I'm gonna stick it back in the freezer just for a minute. Okay? I'm gonna mix this up. Okay, I'm gonna put the top. I'm gonna stick it in the freezer just for a minute, and then I'm gonna bring you guys right back. Okay, guys, we on our last step. Wait, let me get my hands really cold with the water. Cause I gotta put. I don't want all the fat parts to really melt. So now I'm gonna take our shredded mushrooms. Oh shoot, I should have did everything first. Wait a minute, hold on. I forgot I got to do the seasonings again. Okay. All right. Here they are. All right, okay, now here we go. This is the last step, y'all, and we're gonna form these ribs. Okay, we got 1 teaspoon of onion powder. We have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We have 1 teaspoon of paprika. Oh, let me get the and we have 1 teaspoon. Well, I'll do 2 teaspoons of mushroom seasoning. If you have never tried mushroom seasoning, I would recommend you do this. That stuff is the bomb. And I don't really need that much. I'm not going to use that much. Just a little sprinkle of salt. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, like I did before, let me get my hands cold again. There we go. Okay, cold. Okay, now I'm gonna get in here with my hands and just mix all this stuff together. And see, I watch videos where people do this with the Beyond Meat and with the Impossible Meat. But when you do your own, you don't have all that other extra stuff that you don't know that's in there. Everything that's in here, I know because I put it in there myself. Okay. Now I got everything mushed in here. And I can even taste that. You know what's missing? Liquid smoke. That liquid smoke. Okay. Okay. Cold water again, because I got the water hot to rinse off my hands. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now. Okay, very good. You need a little bit more salt though. Okay, just put a drop, just another drop. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's another thing. You can taste your food. You don't have to worry about it. You can't do that with real meat. Okay, let me put these away. Then we'll get this on the pan and get it in the oven. Okay. Now we just shape this. To in like a triangle or whatever. There we go. And we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake it for an hour. Okay. There. All right. Whew. Turn the light on to the oven. Wash my hands off again. I know I just washed my hands, but I had to do this. I had to do this. Okay. All right. Now this goes in the oven, and it's going to be in there for an hour. All right. So we're going to come back in an hour when that's done. Okay? Okay. Okay, you know what, y'all? We need to make the barbecue sauce. I almost forgot about the barbecue sauce. So I'm going to get the stuff to make the barbecue sauce. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, y'all. What I'm making this with is, let me leave the smoke here. What am I getting? Smoke. Oh, molasses. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. Okay, so this is some of my homemade tomato sauce. It's kind of runny, but it still served the purpose. Then I'm using some of my apple butter. Y'all see? Yeah. Maybe I need to bring y'all over here. Hold on. I'm going to bring you over here. Okay, here we go. Now that y'all can see what I'm doing, let me turn this down. All right. This is apple butter. All right, we're going to get all this in here because it's going to give it a good flavor. Now this I'll season. You might not see me use no measuring spoons because, you know, I'm doing this to taste, to my taste. Okay. I'm going to squirt a little bit of mustard. It's onion powder. It's garlic powder. Mushroom seasoning. Just a tad of salt to work with the sweetness that I'm getting ready to put in here. This is coconut sugar. You can, if you use white sugar or refined sugar, you can use that if you want to. And blackstrap molasses. And also, to replace this, you can just use brown sugar. But I don't have none. I need to make some. And we're just going to stir it, stir it, stir it till everything dissolves. Oh. Yeah. Now, let's see. Something that look like that's the garlic powder need to break up. Need just a little bit more sugar. And a little bit more of this. Okay. Now, because you can't have ribs without barbecue sauce. Breaking up, that's not onion powder, but garlic powder. Now, let me see. Oh, yeah. Exactly what I needed. Okay, you guys, I'm going to let this simmer just a little bit. Okay, here it is. Let this simmer just a little bit and cook down some. And we'll have barbecue sauce. All right. And when that, like I said, now, when the ribs get done, I'll bring y'all back. Okay. Okay, you guys, I am back with our ribs. Let me bring them close so you can see. And then I'll put one on the plate and bring it up. But this is the way they look as a slab or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put one on the plate so you can see it. Not doing those spatulas. Hold on, y'all. I forgot I put the spatulas in the sink. Let me dry this off. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Bring it so you can see the inside of it. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. See? And it's good too. Okay, I'm gonna slap me a couple on this plate. And give me the rest of the stuff. All right. Give me some macaroni salad. All right. Put that on there. Now let me give me some beans. Yes, y'all. Hold on, hold on. So let me come back to you so you can see. And then I'm going to do a taste test, okay? All right. So okay. Bring it up closer again. See that? Look at that. That's good. Let me put me some barbecue sauce. Okay. Plant-based or vegan ribs that you make at home, and they taste really good. Now, let me sit down so my head won't cut off. Okay. Now, if you want to make this and don't want to go through the trouble of making the ground beef yourself. Wait, hold on. Okay, as I was saying, that's so rude, I know. If you don't want to go through the trouble of doing the ground beef yourself, I mean, then go ahead and go get you some Impossible or Beyond Meat and do it. And if you can't get a hold to the mushrooms, the king oyster mushrooms, like I can't, that's why they were sent to me, then you can use jackfruit. Now, the next time I'm going to try it with jackfruit to see the difference in the taste. Because some people like the jackfruit, some people like the mushrooms. You know, it all depends. So, vegan ribs, making your own vegan ribs, making your own Impossible or Beyond Meat to make burgers or meatloaf or whatever else you want to make, okay? And you make whatever side you want to go with it. Now, if you want to make the burgers, make the burgers. I think I'm gonna do that next. That'll be the next thing I make with the meat, ground meat. Okay, you guys. If this is the first time you watch any of my videos, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share, and leave a comment. You know, so I can see where you guys, you know, are coming from, and yeah. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I should have said this in the beginning. Those of you who are coming back, you know, hey, you know I love you. I appreciate you, you know, for supporting me. So with that, you guys, I'm going to tell y'all shalom because I want to eat these ribs now.